There goes. Should be shorter game. This be. This home. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, fantastic. Okay, arrow keys. Very unoptimal placing here. Buy all the pieces. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. Thanks. Man, that's big. Okay, I appear to be in the way. I just moved my own head. Yeah, I think we can go actually back here. Yeah, I could be there. That's a perfect place. Okay, so I can use the mouse as well. That might be better. There's a window 2. This is not going well. I think. Okay, space to interact. The house. Where was I? I can click on it, huh? Well, let's look at this. There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? Even you don't know? Well, that might be a problem. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, the cat was loud. I'm gonna turn my volume down a bit. This is a condom? Yes. Well, I could go downstairs, but I could also go very left. No, it's dripping. You know, actually, I'm still on this door, this floor, so I might as well explore this entire floor. Oh, look at that. That's something. You know what? I'll look at that. What was this? Something there? Not a lot to interact with. Okay, the desk had a computer and some papers on it. And a single drawer, and a single drawer. Shit. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? Yes. I want to snoop. I want the information. How to know the sweet information. Okay, receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? Who knows? Which stuff? Hey, what's this? Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was a blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. Did you? We could stay. Oh, is that dripping stuff also blood? You know, over here? Is that also blood? Wait. Okay, we can't see where it's coming from. Downstairs we go. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg? I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. Escaping from the wife. Good idea. Good idea. The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. Are you sure the owner is not you? I could go right. I go right. Oh, that's loud, mate. I get the feeling that's gonna burst my eardrums eventually. An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. Okay, cool. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife. I guess there was no reason for me to keep this. Black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife. My photo. I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. My photo. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'll do something. Another there. Why can I... Okay, I could go even further downstairs. What's that? A thin grey mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free it? Nah, sure, I don't hate mice. I don't hate mice yet. If it was a bird, we would be working differently, yeah? A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? Yeah, good question. Can I have them, by the way? Well, this was an odd place to keep you, but this was an odd place to keep yard tools. What would they have been used for in here? How many times? Ah, okay. I'm gonna at max interact twice. Hey, look at that. That seems suspicious. A photo similar to the old one I picked up. It had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Of course. Who wouldn't push that switch? It depressed smoothly into the wall when I heard a faraway click somewhere. Oh, sweet. Mysterious switch. Hello, mouse. Do not betray my trust. Now, would it be upstairs or downstairs? What could possibly be upstairs? Or not upstairs, I mean. The man's face looked like the man in the photo I had found. Wait. Are you sure that's not you? And you're dead? And you're the ghost? Yeah, nothing here. Nothing upstairs on the right. How about the raft? One side or the other should have something. No, what was that? Still there? No. I really shouldn't have been going through this stuff, getting my fingerprints everywhere. Oh, dude, I think you might be dead, so it doesn't matter. If that man died in the hallway, what was the blood doing there? Wait, what was the blood doing here, right? No, wait, doing there. Oh, well. Oh, there is in that spot, yeah. Great question. We did say a wife, so a potential suspect for the blood. Alright, I think it was down. Double down. Okay, right. Ah, that's a suspicious. There's no problem with that. Oh, I really want to go to there, but I gotta almost go very much right. The switch in the wall appeared to have unlocked the door. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna run my volume by a bit. Okay, what's this? The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Yes. I heaved the box forward, and it finally gave. Oh, sweet. I might as well go down. There was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell arose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? Not yet. I wasn't quite ready to leave yet. Exactly, my dear friend. The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck, but the smell, I guessed, it led to the kitchen. I gave the door a hard shove, and to my surprise, it cracked open. Wait, what? Oh, so multiple interactions are good. There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I could only make out a few of the notes. Keycard, Ocker. Last one, I promise. Okay, keycard, locker. Last one, I promise. Maybe last drink, I promise. It didn't make much sense at the time. Wait a minute. Plug it in. And, you know, past tense. The smell of old dishes and moldy food was dizzying. Oh, hey, mouse, what are you? Cause and effect. What happened? I don't know what happened. Did a mouse steal my food? Or was there a problem? I really don't know. I don't know if that was bad or good. I didn't really see the mouse. A gram photo clock. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud cake all over my shoes. Mud caked? Oh, caked all over my shoes. I thought it said mud cake, and I was like, and I thought that was weird. That would be weird to have that particular type of cake there. Had I been sleepwalking again? Was that how I got to that house? Very good question. Okay, what's here? The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a sheen. I wondered if it was the man's wife who did the cleaning, or him. Fascinating. Hey, toilet. The throne. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. Good to know. It seemed odd that the tray had been left there, considering how clean the rest of the bathroom was. Maybe somebody was in a bit of a hurry. Yeah. The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. I mean, you could just move it. You could just move it. You know? Nope. Very much new. There was a ladder going underground where there was a box. Oh, yeah. You did climb indeed, oh my god. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. Couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. I'll be good. There's okay, nothing on the left. What's there? Footprints in the dirt looked like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. Cinnabon, really popular the underground basement. Whatever this place was, it was obviously used a lot. For all the murders. Places all over were marked on the old map of the town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. Suspicious. The guy upstairs must have done this, but what was his interest in the water tower? Some of the markings matched the scribbles I saw on the bookshelf upstairs. Suspicious. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town all over the last few years. Wait. There were photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. Either you killed someone, you're the murderer, or they are the murderer, and we'll figure out eventually. Oh, Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first, and I needed to see what else was down there. You have a great time with that. Work table covered in paper, dirt, and a handgun? I hated guns. I'm not very happy about guns. I didn't take it, did I? Of course you took a gun. One pew-pew time. I tucked the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Good for you. What's that hanging? Hello, OBS, you back? OBS, you back? You back, buddy? You back, buddy? Okay, I think OBS is back. Yeah, it died. It reconnected and disconnected. And reconnected. Okay, good. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Ah, the one magical place. There's a door here. What's this desk? The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper, covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out, and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. Up, O, Ro. Okay, what the what? Yeah, no. Heavy, heaven, no. I am not good at these, so I give up. None of it made any sense to me. Yeah, me neither. Something about Rachel or me was written there. Maybe I needed to keep looking. Good idea, good idea, good idea. What's this? Some kind of homemade rack slung together with pork got wood and rope. It was caked with all the blood. Somebody didn't actually use it, did they? Who knows? The smell in that room was like all the grease and rot. I wasn't getting any closer to finding anything useful. You don't know that yet. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. The slight fumes that still emanated from the cans made me dizzy. Fantastic. I could go down, but I really don't want to do it yet. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something cold in the bottom. Something wet. That place was getting worse all the time. I knew I had to keep moving. Blood? Did you happen to keep a human in the cage? Hey, a rope. What's this? Blood? There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck up amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes that a woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? Oh my god. Dead. I wondered what would I have found if I had dug deeper. Why didn't you dig? I wasn't given a shovel. At least it didn't let me choose to take a shovel. So not my fault that I didn't dig. Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute, these boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing there? Your house, buddy. Probably. If I was scared before, I was terrified now. Why were there photos of our house there and these clothes? Was that why I was there? As I grabbed my back pocket and realized my wallet was missing. Did I come to that house or did somebody bring me? Buddy, you sure that's not just your house? Also, I'm gonna take a quick look. Can I get all the way back up? Or am I stuck downstairs here? Wait, I can reach it. Those boxes would have allowed me to climb up the ladder again, but I didn't want to go back up there, not with that body, all that blood. I knew I needed to take a look around. You refuse to go back. That place was, yeah, I used it a lot. Okay, never mind. Cannot go back. Back to get that shovel. Too bad. Hello. Wait. This is the wrong way, right? No, this is wrong. This was the right way. Hey. Who the hell is that? Mouse? Oh, bats! Oh, hello, buddies. Friends, jeez, man. Careful. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. I don't remember if I jumped down there or found another way around. It looked to be a long way. A long way? Did I jump down? Hell yes. Fun time. Oh man, my leg hurt. I was limping even worse than before. I could hear some sort of faint humming noise up ahead. You're fine. Buddy, you're fine. See, you're walking just fine. Very sad. The ladder was too high to reach. I must have tried to find a way out from where I was. Alright. Wait. I hope they wouldn't see those bats again. I mean, the bats didn't really do anything. What's this? A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. The message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out of danger due to cave in. There's a cave place? Why am I in the cave? I wanted nothing more than to get out of there. You really should have tried to go through that front door at this point. Who's that? Islands. door. Mysterious door. The gun was heavy and uncomfortable in my pocket and didn't help ease the constant dull ache in my leg. I opened the metal door. I was glad to have the slick, wet walls of those tunnels behind me. What was the man upstairs up to? What was he doing there? As the musty scent of those rock walls was replaced with an altogether different smell, I braced myself. Oh there, I got a gun. An exposed ventilation shaft, maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up that must have been a sore landing. My leg ached just thinking about it. Ah, you big pussy. There was dirt on the ground, it looked wet and there was grass smeared within. Or there was similar dirt on my own shoes. I mean, we gotta go to the other door as well. I could hear a faint trickling sound, like water. What was that? Ah, it's just the pipes. Nothing more. Interesting exit. A kitchen knife covered in dying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? Oh, hell yes. We took the knife. Knife time. I slipped the knife in my boot, since I had the gun in my pocket. Did I really need all this? Yes. I mean, probably not, but yes. Well, how far right can we go? Who was there? Who's there? Oh man, this just keeps going. How many rides can we take? I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Hell yes. The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Sure. Whatever these valves did, this one wasn't pumping water anymore. Are sure? Well, no water for me. Okay, how many rides can I take? I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Yes. Still active? Yes. Still active? Did I turn it again? Cool. I was sure what those valves are for. Yeah. No, you were supposed to touch it. Wasn't pumping water. Bye. 4. 3. Number 3. Number 4. Number 2. Okay. Where was number 1? Number 1. Here's number 1. That seems like number 1. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Through the dust I could see handprints from previous use, probably from whoever worked in those sewers. Hello, number 1. Yes. Yeah, pumping water anymore. Yeah. None of them pumped water. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. Oh my. Fascinating. Are you sure this is still broken? Oh, they didn't decide to suddenly start working? Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Forward we go. That wasn't open. Exit. Where does that lead? Turning those valves must have drained the water that was in this room. There was a ladder I could reach. Oh. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh. Would go extra down, but not yet, my dear friend. We have other stuff. Did not know that was going to happen, but apparently my moves were good. Where are we going? Know nothing about this upset. Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. what looked like an old videotape was taken out. Did I take the tape? Yes. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway. I did not want to keep digging through this mess. Oh, are you sure? There could be something more interesting. Like another knife? You never know. I did not want to go back in those tunnels. It seemed better to press on. So it would seem, I suppose. I did not get the key for that one thing. I have a videotape though, so if anybody wants to watch some videos with me, we'll be having a good time. That seems suspicious. Looking like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. Okay, I don't know why you... What's broken? Come on, let me... There was a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Did I take it? Yeah. Why wasn't it working now? Take it. Yes. Clicking yes. Take it. Take it. I pocketed the small key, but it was so odd shaped, I had no idea what it might open. What is this? So weird. I was suddenly not working. I got help. I still have stuff to look through. I could. One way is forward and the other way is not forward. I'm gonna presume that going super down is forward. And this is... Door was locked, there was a musty smell. Yes, I have a key. That was not the key to this. You have got to be kidding me. How could that be? How could it be? The smell hadn't improved much and the room was damp. Okay, weird stuff going on with that. I have to click outside of the box. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? The faded paper was yellow and dusty, but there it had obviously been wiped off recently. Suspicious. The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. Yes, but you have a key. Ooh. Actually disappoint me. You did not even try the key. Hey, there's a camera. Can I interact? There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what had happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. Exactly. I couldn't help but wonder if someone was watching me from the other side. Hello, friend. I found another dead body, a sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Earring? Sure. I thought about the knife I found with some disgust. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. Oh, I was almost worried he was going to grab me. Don't worry, we have a knife and a gun. We could have stabbed and shot. I was feeling even more sick from seeing another dead man. I didn't want to get any more blood on my clothes. Don't worry, we can have much more. The keyring. There was a hint of fresh air. I must have been near an exit, but I wondered what did that key I found on the silver burger do? What was on the videotape I found? Oh shit. Don't... I did not mean to leave. Yet, I had work to do. After all. I used the keyring to unlock the door. The shelf full of security tapes was strictly organized, though covered in dust. Looked like the tape I found was the one that was missing from the shelf. Fascinating. I wondered what was on the tape and why it was thrown out. Good questions. There was just the VCR on the security desk. I wondered what was on that VHS tape I found. Did I play the tape? Of course! Oh no, the video showed the man. Cool. Oh no, the video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched, like somebody had tampered with it. It looked like there could have been more than it looked like there could have been two men. Let's rewatch it, just in case. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. No. Too bad. Okay, we can still go super back, right? Really back. To open more doors. Correct. There's only one more door, actually, I believe. I tried a bunch of the keys on the keyring I had found on that server worker, and one of them seemed to fit. Well, you would hope. A collection of stale liquor bottles covered the floor. That room didn't seem like much of a place for drinking. What was the point? The wall was littered with dozens of old faded papers. Whoever did this was obsessed with some local murders. According to some of the clippings, bodies had been found in ravines in the forest, and in one case dumped in the back of an abandoned truck. I couldn't be sure, but I thought some of these same articles had also been painted up back in those tunnels. Nah, you're imagining that part. Did that server worker find this room? Is that why he was killed? Ah. A faded receipt was half trembled on the floor. It was from the local train station and was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it could be, but did I keep the receipt? Yes. I neatly folded the soiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. The entire room was a mess. Alright. I hear sounds. I guess I can't see it. Well, I'm out of here. Huh? Good reaction, I mean, a delayed brain. That's door. I think we've gone through there. Did I go in here? I think so. Yeah. Yes, I've been here. Huh? There was nothing. Ah, the vent again. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room with this. Fair enough, you know. Clever, but why go through all the trouble? Maybe that's just a wind and nothing more. I don't know if they were specifically going through anything. Would I need the gun or the knife before the end? Both weighed me down and aggravated my leg as I climbed that old ladder. The thought of that videotape still gave me chills. Who was it that didn't want to be seen? Was it the same person that hid all those clippings away in that locked room? Suddenly the awful smell of that sewer gave way to a pine-scented blast of fresh air. I'm out. I'm free, my dude. That's left. Oh, well, I'll go right. Never mind. The lid had fallen on the entrance there and was stuck shut. I was relieved to be above ground again. I figured I should keep moving. I saw some weird eyes there. Wait a minute, I think those are some eyes. It's lights or eyes, one or the other. Ah, it's loud. I don't like loud. Loud sounds don't really fun. This hurt the ears. An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Yeah. I popped the latch. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. Oh, so we were going up. Bats. Bats. I can't believe it. Is this where Batman lives? Hello, I have come to visit. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yes, why not? I slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. Good idea. Did I put this up here, or was somebody else carrying it? From the railing I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers, and I come through there before. If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. It was getting cold. It was getting cool up there, and I shivered with an uneasy sense of what was to come. How did I get home from here? You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. I found the wallet. Hey, I see those eyes. Or these eye-looking things. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit and I heaved open the rusty door. But there was a door. There was some kind of electrical thingy. Like a box that you could touch and play with buttons. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. It is. Okay, so I'm just going back and forth between there. Oh my god, there's a door. Where do all these doors lead? I am confused. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I had seen. Where I was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house, I had it scribbled. No sign displayed, but I could make them out. Here the sign pointed out there's campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. I almost wished I had paid more attention to those crazy scribblings. Maybe I would have been less nervous about entering the dark forest. I don't know why you didn't. You didn't exactly. I feel like you're blaming me for not helping you, but I did try my best and you did not listen to me. Hey, look at that house, my house. I went back in. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. Okay, we're going train station time. Right we go. Never wrong with the right. Can never go wrong with the right direction. An old map encasing glass hung up on the wall. It was the train route and connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? The sorry condition of that place seemed sad somehow, but also ominous. You'll figure it all out. Somehow I'm back outside. Holy crap. What's that? Flying little thingy. What's that? A train? The old train was ripped open and hanging from a shred of metal. As well as the broken fence was a dark-stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train shell, I could see a few faint impacts, like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks, or was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realized I was touching the gun I had found, as I thought. Yeah, seems very suspicious, man. Maybe somebody was shooting. It was getting colder out there, and I had to keep moving. Suspicious. Just reacted to gun and stuff happening suspicious. I think one of us was shooting. And it wasn't me. Somehow. And one of us was knifing somebody. And it was me again somehow. The craziest things. Hello booth, I would like to buy a ticket. An old ticket booth that looked fairly ruined. Inside the ticket window were sheets of paper and... Wait, what were these? Train receipts? I thought the receipt I had picked up might match these, but of course not. This station had been closed for years. The ticket must have been for the newer station that opened up on the other side of town after this one was abandoned. However, I noticed a series of fresher looking paper covered in tiny notes, scribbles and diagrams. Yeah, you took the escape route? What kind of achievement is that? It looked like someone had been leafing through the old ledgers looking for something, a name perhaps? Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay, I guess we're going out. We have nothing more to do here. At least in this particular place. Well, that's no help. Left we go. Okay, out to the forest we go. I almost wish I had... Yeah, you wish you hadn't been Saxta. Fool! What's this? I didn't mean to do anything. Okay, we got many bushes. I go to bush number 1. Bush number 1. Oh my god. Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Yes, why not? I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Ah, you don't need that crazy thing. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated old building. I wondered if I could find my way around. Excuse me, sir, what is that word? I've never seen that before. Dilapidated? Or despair ruin? Wait, this repair? Yeah, this repair ruin. Okay, made sense. Alright, look through these other bushes. Bushy. Oh, what's this? There was a fire pit here. There was still a bit warm and a few embers still burned at the bottom. Was someone else out in the woods? Those woods? Why did they abandon their campsite? Ah, you'll find it. 2 folding camping chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There were a couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. Whoever was here left this place in a hurry, but why? Who knows? The ship domed and slept 2 people. I showed my flashlight inside and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks and a cooler. I felt like if I kept rooting through the campsite, someone would walk in on me. You're the one with the knife and gun. I don't think it matters if somebody comes close to us. Just saying. Okay, where are we going? What's this? Where the hell are we? Don't... I can't read the rest. Where in the universe did I appear? I'm just going to random ass places now. The grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. There wasn't much in the way of clean water there, but the sink did work. Now, my... Nobody taking a shit? Much the wooden plank propped up the stall door. It didn't really seem useful. Did I bother to take it? Yes! I wasn't sure why, but I took the plank. The washroom stall was filthy and disgusting. I wanted to get away as quickly as possible. Okay, so you're carrying a plank with your limpy ass foot. Don't, I can't read it. It's something, no, don't add my plank, I guess. That's my best guess. But I will take me plank. I will take the plank. But did I come through here or there? Hold on a second, man. I have no idea no more. The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit the other side of the woods. Oh. Well, not yet. Not this side to disappear just yet. Okay, this is the campsite. I went through there. So what was in here? Go right mode. We are all over the place. Almost with that pet. How? Okay. So do this. So one in. Actually, it may have been 1 in, 2 in. Yeah, 1 in, 2 in. And then I think this is the last one. But I haven't gone through. Somebody's there. Who'll be there? There were some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Yes. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after one page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Yeah, there's all the names in the house. I get the feeling there was like the hair. Yeah, I think that weirdest list was these names. Rachel even made it there. Rachel? Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. You had been killing for a while, had you, huh? How do you know? Oh my. Okay, go through this one. Excuse me? Oh, that's that building. I've already been there. Okay, so I don't think I've been here. Nothing there. A dry old picnic table sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I idly thumbed the knife I'd found. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table. Did I? Why not? Sounds like fun. With a few crude strokes, I etched a simple design into the wood. R plus H. I felt like a teenager defacing the table. Rachel plus somebody else. Odd. I read some of the other names and the notes on the table's surface. Right, Tron, Kumar, Uncle Phil, Henry, Daniel, Tronua, Dan. Okay, I can't figure it out. David, Jenny? Yep. Seemed like the table had seen a lot of use over the years. I don't know why some of those are capitalized. Either it is a quirk of some sort, or they're supposed to be anagrams or make up words, which I can't figure out. The cold-looking river rushed by before me. The plank I found seemed safer than trying to hobble across on my own. Did I use it? Sure, why not? Sure. Okay, never mind. Yes. My plank brain was very useful. Hooray. I have no wife, and everyone. Come back to me. The thought of touching those poor girls almost made me sick. I left everything right very fast. The boys could sort it out. I know that you made a point about touching buddies. This seems like half fun. This seems more fun. Free touching. Touch some buddies. Yeah. I tried to cover them up a bit more, and I closed the younger woman's eyes. I fashioned a crude marker. I wasn't sure why, but I felt I had to do something. The girls weren't carrying ID, so I couldn't determine their names. I only hoped that whoever had done this had done it quickly. I wondered now if they had a phone or something at their campsite. Maybe I could call for help. Interesting. But yes, free body touching. A terrible tragedy. Tragedy? Achievement. So if I go back to camp, I get good boy cookie or something? Good boy Scooby snack? Bonk. Nah. Okay, your campsite is this. By the looks of it, the fire hadn't been extinguished. It had just died out over time. Olivia? Daphne? So we found their names. The inside of that tent was suffocating. I'll go back just once more, just to make sure it doesn't want to give the names. So we found their names, technically. Where the hell are we? Wait a minute. That was actually a curious point. Wait, what? I couldn't stop thinking about those poor girls. I couldn't figure out on the map, yeah, where their campsite was. The police would have to search again in the daylight. Yeah, I don't really care about that part. I've already been to the bathroom. Was it the rightmost or leftmost? And sure shit was on this. Maybe it was the other one. The middle. Nope. Oh, what's this? Okay, I keep finding the wrong way around. Oh, hey, those eyes. I don't like them. Shoot with the gun. That is the best option. Olivia and Daphne, we figured you out. The cold-looking river rushed before me. The plank I found seemed safer than the horrible idea I usually yes. The girls were carrying ID determined. I mean, we just found. Oh my god, we found their names in the campsite. They were Olivia and Daphne. Oh well. I guess we're not gonna bother with their names. With their existence no more. To the right. Little, yeah. One of them is supposed to get me out of here. Sure as shit was on that one. Was it this one? Nah. Not very much no. Oh, it was this one. I finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Yeah, I've already found everything I wanted. The forest started to thin out a bit, and through the trees I could make out parts of the town beyond, and the first hints of light. The mysteries of that forest were behind me, but I could still feel them on my neck like a warm breath. Those girls I had found, someone had taken them from their campsite and had murdered them. Was it the same person who had left that odd notebook? I was even more eager to get somewhere safe and to find a way, and to find a way to reach Rachel. Have fun with that. Hey, what if I speak to the door? I had to press on. The thought of that claustrophobic forest was too much. I gotta get it. You don't like the forest. Me neither. Too smelly. Oh, I have a gun. You wanna see my gun? As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Is it either the wildlife or is somebody coming to get you? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Come at me. Apparently nobody wants to fight me. Oh my god. A door. Oh shit, I'm on here. Oh, okay, there's nothing else here except I dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? You got a watch? Are you just making up stuff now? Like, oh, that nice watch. Mine. Totally mine. Next you'll find a car and think, oh, you know, that'll car be mine. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyways. Hey, it's shiny. Shiny is good. I wish I could remember why was all my stuff missing. I found the body of a security guard, just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight? Yes. I saw the blunt wound on the guard's head and looked again at the flashlight I was carrying. Oh no, please. Oh my god, my dude, what have you been up to? You've been up to some naughty stuff. And not up yet. We have no reason to do that. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like somebody had been looking for something. All the work clothes had been picked through and a few photos and notes had been ripped off the door and spread around. Okay, no warning levels. The door was locked shut and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted to the door to the front that said, "Danger, closed for repairs." Okay, no mind, nothing new. Let me skip. Interesting. There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear and cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. Is that so? It didn't look like the power was on yet. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. You don't say. I understand you well. What's going up? It's technically time, but you did say that game was about an hour and a half, and I think I've been doing pretty good progress. I have some tea left, so half an hour should be fine. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. Oh, even more upstairs. Our old break table, the layer of dust and grime only made seeing this thing more. Looked like some beer bottles had been reused on the table recently. I wondered, was that God using this as a break room of his own? Yeah, before he got whacked. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper, cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. Norman took over a general store after the factory closed. He, Rachel and I would get lunch every now and then. Rachel liked him because he seemed more positive, despite the setback. I don't think I could say the same about me. So you got fired and you lost your mind and killed everybody. Perfectly reasonable behavior. A power panel looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yes. Power panel still wasn't working. Did I try it again? Yes. The panel seemed to be working again. Amazing! I'm a genius. The open locker was stuffed with the dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out and the face was unrecognizable. Pretty sure that's Rachel, and that's your locker. That woman's photo. I knew I had to get back to Rachel to find out what happened. You lost your mind. You were drunk and you lost your mind and killed everyone, including your own wife. That's my theory, and I'm probably right. A power panel looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yes. Double tap that ass. The panel seemed to be working again. Okay, never mind, it's already working. It was shut tight. There was a rusty looking card slot on the side. Interesting. Damn it, I don't have my cards, I guess. I need to go further upstairs, I suppose. Unless downstairs works, but I go upstairs. Considering I need 5, there should be 5 of those electronic panels, like, right? Not like, but right. Yeah, blocked off. The door had been hastily boarded up. Why? Because I just ripped them off. Question mark? Or maybe not that easy. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked there. Yeah, maybe it was you. Maybe you were pissed off at Norman. Maybe Norman was still your wife. Curious. My head ached, and I recalled the last time Norman, Rachel, and I all had lunch together. Rachel seemed so much more at ease when we all hung out. I wonder why. Another panel that I hoped would help me get the power back on. Did I push? Yes. Great, this one was working. That's 3. A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Yes. As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools. Did I take the hammer? Yes, you already took it. Dumbass. Right. Right. Come on, move. I do utility. Wait, what? Oh, I came from the right. That was just. This is. Wait, that was no door. Holy crap, I'm a dumbass. The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. Did I take the card? Yes. I slipped the key card into my pocket. I believe that it was the second floor that had that door. From the musty smell, I assumed no one had used this locker for a long time. Another panel that I hoped to give me power. Power worked. Power panel still wasn't working. Yes, 4. Power panel still wasn't working. Did I try it again? Oh, baby. That's a 4. Other panel, yes, power, still wasn't working, power. Great, this one was working. All 5 are on, and we are almost out of here. But first, the secret key card. Where does it find us? A What kind of mystery there must be lurking around. I struck with the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After I had removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. But why? The hammer was so nice. Such a good tool for bonking and whacking. This was my locker. There in the factory. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought I had taken that picture home when the factory closed. Perhaps you came back. This room was nothing but bad memories. Why? You didn't explain that. There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if that man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Yeah. It's you. Maybe the guard outside caught him hiding up here. Maybe you were hiding here. Punching stuff and losing your mind. Yes, that would make sense. And then you killed a bunch of people. Yes, this is all starting to make sense. The puzzle pieces are coming together. Slowly but surely. Okay, so this magnetic shit should work. The keycard I found seemed like it would pass through this reader. Did I use the keycard? Yes. I slid the card through the old reader and turned the handle. Bling bling bling. It works. Holy crap, that usually doesn't happen. What's this? There was some kind of ventilation hatch there. It looked like I could jump to the room below. I really didn't want to damage my leg anymore. Not yet. My leg hurt bad enough as it was. Maybe now that the power was on, I could find a way out downstairs. Oh! So that's kind of a different way to just bypass the shit. I don't... Oh, the door had locked itself and there was no way out. Well, too bad. You jumping down, buddy. Ah, crap. My leg was shooting with pain. I wasn't going to be able to move too quickly on it. I think you have a gun. There was a crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily and it was hard to make out. Did I try to read the letter? Yes. Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what looked to be a ballpoint pen. All I could make out was need to. Yes, don't. Drinking, need, Norman. Who was Norman writing to? I don't think it's... Just don't drink, need. I don't... Maybe you were writing to Norman. Okay, well, then I wanted to use the other door, downstairs door. I stepped out of the factory, glad to be rid of its smell of its memories. I couldn't stop thinking about what that room with the bottles in it. The room with the bottles in it. Was that God I found outside really drinking up there? What about Norman and who had rooted through all those lockers? I couldn't tell where I was as I looked around, but I figured I needed to get to the road, get my bearings. Maybe Norman could help. His store wasn't that far from the turnoff to the factory if I remember it correctly. Hey, wait, let's go back in. The factory door had locked itself behind me. Interesting. Okay, Norman. Who's there? Huh? Do you think you can beat my gun? You think you can beat my gun? I got a gun. You think you can beat my knife gumbo? 60? 60 what? 60 miles or kilometers? Very different units. Or maybe it's me that's per second. Okay, nothing interesting here. Trash. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back? Yes. I cleaned the card off as best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this. I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card. Somehow I feel like it's gonna bite me in the ass. for fun. Did somebody steal this from me? I wonder why they would have stashed it there. I think there's three way. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. Is it? I got a gun, and nobody can stop me. I had entered the Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was all quiet except for the faint sound of a television. Hey Norman, I'm coming to shoot. I'm coming to visit. You're gonna even yell out to your buddy Norman. Be like, hey Norman, I've come to visit. What the hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on a rack. That was Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What was this doing in there? Oh, I was right, your wife was shooting. Oh, a speck of something dark and wet stained one of the sleeves. Dark and wet. Well, it wouldn't be dried salmon, because that becomes more yellowish. So that didn't make sense. Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. If the handgun was Norman's, what the hell was he doing with it? The gun would fit there. Did I place it back in the cabinet? Ha 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 ha. Funny joke. Though it weighed on me, I had a hard time parting with the weapon just then. Why would I put my gun away? Let's open secret door, which I don't think it would. There seems to be blood here as well. What was this? It looked like a pull chain hanging from the ceiling. I wondered where it led. Did I pull? Yes. I gave the chain a single tug and a simple folding ladder to the attic popped down. Oh, sweet. Television. The TV still flickers some indecipherable channel. I couldn't make out what was on the screen, but that just gave me the chills. Hey. Oh no. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my co-worker and one of the few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were wide with shock, though they were already drying. Norman, what was Rachel doing here? Why did you have her coat? Norman, maybe you deserve better. You probably did. Did I close his eyes? It's kind of funny with the eyes open, I think. Sorry, Norman, but at that moment I was too confused to worry about you. I need to find Rachel and to find some answers. Wide-eyed death. Ooh. That TV is something else, huh? A box. There was a large cardboard box that had been sealed. Did I open? Yes. I opened up the old cardboard box and wasn't entirely surprised by what I saw. There were more of Rachel's things, more of my wife's clothes. Photos, shoes, even that old radio I gave her. Why, Rachel, what were you doing here with Norman? I couldn't believe it. My head ached with everything that was running through it. Your wife left you. You went insane and killed everybody. That's what happened. I've told you your past and future. Wait. Yes. Past. I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. I'd never been to Norman's place before. At least I didn't remember ever doing so. Wait, you went? Oh, interesting. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that much, did I? Yes, you did. I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash bin. And pocketed it. Hairpin? What can I do with a hairpin? Except lockpick. Or pick locks, I mean. Yeah, lockpick? I think lockpicking is a term. They were take out the containers and food scraps. It looked like Norman was eating for 2. That's so. Now I need to find a door that I can pick. Bye, Norman. Hope you have a good afterlife, I suppose. Was I here? No, yeah, this was the bedroom. Bedroom. You had a psychotic break, my dude. I lost your shit. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. Interesting. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. I wondered if someone had robbed the place before killing Norman upstairs. Interesting. Anything up there? The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. I could only think of poor Norman upstairs. Yeah. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape than back then. Of all the postcards, that one seemed to be the most popular. There were only a few left. Odd. That night continued to take horrible turn after horrible turn. It had been weeks since I'd last seen Norman, but to find him like that. As I thought of him still lying on the floor back there, the gun I carried him seemed ever present. Seeing that just the box of those old clothes was a shock. How long had they been there? And what was Rachel doing at Norman's place? I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers, but I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth. You figure it out, buddy. Oh my god, so many doors. Which one's this? It's locked. This wasn't the right gate. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. You sure? You could just go hang out there anyways. I found my house. I'm out. It only led me back. I had to find my house. Only lead me back. Oh. Wait, it led you back when? The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't put it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter? Yes. The envelope was addressed to Norman, and there was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. I took a deep breath and tore open the package. Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be. So this is Rachel writing. To be with, but he is my husband and your friend. I need some time to sort this out away from you both. I'm going away for a while. I'm going to tell him. Norman, so don't you think you can hold that against me? Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to, but he deserves at least that much. Goodbye. So you had a change of heart after Norman made his advance, and did you do the boogaloo? Did you now? I didn't know what to think. My mind was racing, my heart pounding. I had to get home. I just had to. We've got plenty of time, my dear friend. We need a nut. We can just go through this. We're locked. I had the wrong gate. This one was locked. Yep, pretty much. I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. Fantastic. That's exactly what we need. You can still get a gun, right? I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. I just smashed through. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. Damn power companies. Always taking my power. No way was I going to walk away from this now. Well, yeah. I remember having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday or some time before? The table was clean, it hadn't been used any time recently. Cool. The door to the basement, it was locked. Where had I put the damn key? What's this? There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been awake? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yeah, sure, why not? I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? It didn't make any sense. What do you mean? You weren't paying your bills. Makes perfect sense to me. The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out, though I needed to see if Rachel was here. Okay, upstairs we go. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. You don't say. Every house is a 3-story. Aren't they? What's this? I have found the last missing piece from my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway? Sure, why not? I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? Stolen identity? Cool. Achievement? Well, television, I had purchased it. Purchased. Ah, crap, I can't say words. Purchased. Before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. Rachel was pretty angry about that, I realized. Good stuff. Purchased. Okay, I think I'm getting left. Right, I mean, a hallway mirror had been smashed. Its pieces scattered all around the floor. Not all around, but around the floor. I couldn't really make myself out anymore. I wasn't sure I wanted to. You smash shit. You big smash. Okay, what should we go with? My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes, I pocketed the key. The laptop was warm. It had been running for a while. Interesting. That laptop, wait, had power still running? I don't know how long you were out, but the laptop batteries died really goddamn soon. So either a shortest time, or you got a high quality laptop over there. Our sink, which needed to be replaced, one of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. The old house was charming for sure, but it wasn't always easy. The toilet, that's like shit. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. It seemed impractical at times, but it was part of what made that house home. Do you have fun with that? With that cope? The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books as I did. One book in particular seemed a bit odd. I remembered owning it, but not that edition. You were kicked out of your own house? My wife's, Rachel's, suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Did I open it? Yes. Inside Rachel's suitcase were a few days worth of clothes, some personal effects, and a train ticket. As I stared at the ticket, I could feel myself flush with anger and resentment. The date and time matched the receipt I had found. Rachel, why? Were you really going to run away with Norman? Was I really such a monster? So you've pieced it together, huh, man? Rachel, why? Were you really going to... Oh, yes. I think Rachel was going to figure it out herself. And then only then leave. How was it this door? Whoops. Wrong door. Me's out here. Door was stuck shut underneath the handle. Are you sure my key cannot help? Basement, I unlocked the basement door. Why couldn't I go in the other door? Interesting. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. I couldn't even remember our last Christmas. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Did you take it? Yes, I took the small key and tried it to remember, but it unlocked. Looked like there was plaster and old trowel in here too. Trowel? Trowel? What is that? I must learn. Yeah. Trowel. Diggy. All the thingy. Yes, that makes sense. Gardening tool. There were old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. We had way too much junk. Yes, so you did. What's this? I had to put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck in. The drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Heavy, huh? Oh god, please let me skip. Can we find anything heavy? Okay, I need a sledgehammer or something. I'm out of here. Okay, fair enough. You don't want to do that. Okay, we can go here, right? The grimy key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. Rachel, hello? Or is Rachel gonna be in the plaster wall? It looked like the room had been tossed around. Its furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? Yeah, it was you. Buddy? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes. I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight. And you didn't appreciate the gun's weight and the knife's weight and everything else's weight, but the crowbar is fine for some reason. Such weird standards you have. Yeah, we can actually, no, we could go basement and go smash. We go smash in basement. Oh, Rachel, you here in the walls? Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? Yes! With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed the hole large enough to step through. Boink. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Well, that's a relative term. There was no turning back now. I had to face whatever was down there. Okay, cool. Don't look. I will look. You cannot stop me. Words. Nobody can stop me. Don't look. You cannot stop me. I felt the looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had come this far after all the searching, after all I had seen. When I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Yes. Did you find? Oh, what's that? And wrapped within the filthy rags, pale and still was Rachel. She was covered in fading bruises and what looked like cuts. Her chest was a horrible mess of blood and dirt, and I couldn't bear to look at it. The knife in my boot, the gun in my pocket, were they the tools of her murder? I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. You. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. All reluctantly, exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Hello, what we see? Grim discovery. Yeah, what's this? It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff on somebody or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, the forest, the water tower, was I at those places before? Yes, I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? there, that was decided. Maybe I would use some of Rachel's travel books and go find some places. No matter what, I needed some kind of escape. You slept, had a good sleep, and then we pissed off. What's this? This was the old photo of that other man and his wife, I assumed. I found it in that house. I recalled those faded remains I had found deep underneath his house. What had he done there? Well, what did I think? Was that man involved in this whole mess somehow? I think involved as in you probably killed them? Yes. Involved as in they did something? No. So I don't know what you're asking, but I'm gonna say yes, because I've been saying yes. Definitely, those tunnels, the old tools in his house, the remains of his wife. He wasn't innocent, that's for sure. That was not what I meant. But who had killed him? You. Within the few broken pieces that remained of that mirror, I could see my face had grown pale and weak. I couldn't bear to look again. It was like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained. You expected to become a vampire? Perhaps I would never know how that mirror came to be broken. Was it by Rachel's assailant or by Rachel herself? The thought lingered and would haunt me forever. Great stuff. It was the key card I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through that door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's, but if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? Oh yes, Norman, he was totally going back to the factory. He was the one at the factory, just getting drunk off his ass. He must have been him. He must have been using the old locker room. Yes, cope, my man. I'd made up my mind. Yep, okay, cool. The laptop had finally run out of power. No, how long had it been left running? Yeah, you're making a lot of cope here. Or doing a lot of coping. The reflection in the grimy glass was only a shadow, a wisp. The quiet in that room unnerved me terribly. I still loved the old time charm of that claw-footed bathtub, though it seemed like cold comfort then. Comfort? Rachel loved this part of the house. Great. There was no more upstairs. Only one downstairs. In the middle mold of his safe sat on the floor. It used a digital passcode. Okay, did I try to open it? Yes. The safe used an 8-digit code. What was that damn code again? Okay, is it Rachel? No, that's 6. Norman? No. I don't know. Rachel? 69, yeah. No, that wasn't. Damn it, I couldn't remember. You just lost your goddamn mind not remembering. I leafed through the notebook I had taken from the forest. In it were the names that had been written down. Heather and Olivia. Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose. Those poor girls, were they victims of the same person who killed Rachel? I wondered what happened to the other names on that list, or the ones scratched out on the desk in those red tunnels. The man in that house, was he responsible? When I woke up I had found him dead already. I don't know what Heather Olivia. Come on, you could have a clue somewhere. A better clue, I mean. If the letter I had taken from the post box. Rachel, were you really having an affair with Norman? But why? I didn't think things were that bad. In the letter, Rachel seemed concerned. She almost seemed worried of what Norman might do. Did he? Did he do that to Rachel? You funny man. You funny man. Yes, of course he did it. Yes, I was sure of it. She wanted to end their affair and that bastard, he killed her for it. A lot of it made sense. Norman was clearly being Rachel a lot, so he had plenty of time to plan it out. He knew where we lived, obviously. Is that why Rachel looked so scared when I came home that day? What had happened to me? Did Norman knock me out or something? Yes, we reached new levels of hope. From now on, I'd have no one to get angry with me for stupid things like buying this TV. That's a weird thing to say. Just thinking about things like that made me sick with grief. I didn't know what to think. I just wanted to put this whole mess behind me. I'm not sure that's how it works, but okay. What is the passcode? It's 8 digits. It seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back into the basement. No, you had not. If Mila still sat there, heaped on the floor. How long had Rachel been lying in the basement? There was nothing for me anymore. No reason to stay in that house. No. I felt like I had to think about it a bit more. I shall look at Rachel one last time. Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to take at least one look. Last look, maybe. Not looking at the Christmas. If I was guilty, I would take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? Yes, my knife. I took the knife and kept it firmly in my hand. If I wanted to end it, I could do it, but I could do it with the gun. If I wanted to end it, I could do it. I could do it with the gun. Did I pick it up again? Sure, but don't end it. It's like carrying an anvil, but I wouldn't let it go. Not again. Now that I stood there, I realized I couldn't go back into that room again. I had already seen too much. I need to put an end to this situation one way or another. No, you. But what's the passcode? I can't really think of any. Norman, Rachel, happy couple. Oh wait. Shoot. He needs and there's we were at the old place, right? What the tower? No. Is that Rachel? Gun knife? Norman? No. Brain? No. Amp? No. Screw it all, let's look it up. Amp. Oh, that's so... Okay, I guess I wasn't going to figure that out. 4H... No, 4R3U for Rachel. 3U, and no, actually, never mind. It makes sense. To her. 3. Are you here? Oh sure, the code worked. I pulled open the small safe door and peered inside. There was a photo in there of Rachel and I when we had first moved to town. In it, we were smiling outside at the front of the house, which looked like a real mess. We looked happy though. Odd, I couldn't remember who took that photo. Inside the safe was also an envelope. The front of it read, "Do not open until I tell you." I guess this was a good time as any to see what was inside. Did I open the envelope? Secret documents? Ah, yes. I tore open the envelope and removed the yellow lined paper inside. On it was a letter written in a hand that looked familiar. The letter read, "I know this whole event has probably been pretty difficult. You can't imagine how hard it's been for me, too. Well, maybe you can. That isn't meant to be an excuse, but... well, I hope you can better understand why I've done what I've done, and moving to this town seemed like such a dream. A quiet place to get established, to live out our lives, and to be together. But you know as well as I do, that things quickly changed. Your drinking was one thing, but as you grew more distant, as you retreated into that world of yours, well, it was clear you didn't need me as much. In fact, maybe you never needed me at all, but it took all this to make you realize. In the end, though, you may never forgive me for this. You may never forgive yourself, but this is probably for the best. You'll be healthier for this. I'm just sorry it had to happen this way. Rachel." What was that? Was that a breakup? Breakup note? Okay, I'm out. That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer, but I had the gun again and that knife. This wasn't the only way to end this, I knew, but did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? I looked again at the knife and gun. I cried I might have been able to use one of those instead. Where could I have used it? Fascinating. Yeah, I wish... there has to be... Is there something anymore? I didn't know what to think. Okay. You do. Maybe security grill. I don't think there's anything really here. What could the knife or gun do? I'm going to be broken. Oh boy. Oh god. Made up my mind. You sure did. I was quiet in that room unnerved me terribly. What's this? Old cloth with a bathtub. Had it been cleaned nearly enough, still it would probably do. If I wanted to, I could use that knife to finally end this. The question was, did I think I deserved it? Was this my fault? Did I deserve to die? Nah, no, my dear friend. There's no fun in dying. Yet. No, as painful as this all was, I didn't lay the blame on myself. Exactly. Oh boy, whoops. I clicked again. There's no fun in dying yet. There's much more fun to be had. Oh, there is. else. Alright, we in. That was it with Rachel going against that. I left. Bye. There was a door by the way. I knew. Yes, you did. You left. You died. Living in this town hadn't been easy. The land had helped me in some way to stay grounded. It kept me alive, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and piles of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help, not even drinking. But I swear I had tried to give it up. I know it. The sleepwalking never really went away, though. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I knew it was a final act of a long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. It was obvious to me that the man I had found in that house had something to do with all this. Could he have killed Rachel? It started to seem that way, that there were too many things I had seen to think otherwise. After making it out of those tunnels, I thought those sewers might feel safer. I was wrong. The security tape I had watched showed someone being attacked by what looked like two people. But who was it that was attacked? I had found the contents of my wallet scattered throughout town. Why the hell had I been out there? Had my sleepwalking gone to some new extreme? Thought that I couldn't account for my whereabouts, but knew I had been to that forest and even Norman's place. Well, it was terrifying. I didn't know what that meant, but at least I had recovered my things. Hopefully I thought that would cover my tracks, so I wouldn't be blamed for all this. Even more troubling were those poor girls I had found in those terrible woods, half hidden in a shallow grave. Their secret death seemed like the ultimate defiling. If I hadn't found them, would anyone have done so? Would they have even been missed? I vaguely recalled the desk I had seen in those tunnels, the names etched there. Someone had killed those girls. Was it that mad? It was clear at least that Norman had been going back to the old plant. Yeah, I don't think so, but yeah, you're doing a lot of cope here. Maybe he was the one who had boarded up that locker room, who had been drinking up there in that secret hiding place. So had he killed the guard then? He must have. Maybe he was found, or the guard had caught him on patrol. Tell him, Norman, why? After the factory, I thought I might find some solace if I could just get to Norman's store, but all I had found were more horrors and more questions. Now that I really consider it, that's when I should have seen it coming. Norman, you were dead, and it was damn hard to feel bad about that. It was clear you and Rachel were more than just friends, but obviously whatever had been going on had gone badly, so why did you kill her? Did she want you out of whatever you two were getting into? Were you responsible for the other murders? And of those other horrible things that had gone in that town? I would find no peace that was much of a certain, but this way I didn't have to look you in the eye or sit through some kind of retrial and wonder what was going through your head. When I had marched through the rain towards home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end. And I guess in a way it did, but how could I have known how hopeless it all was? I had started to feel disoriented as when I sleepwalked, to think of it now. Coming through the back door and into the kitchen should have tipped me off that something was horribly wrong. There was no sound of the television, radio, even the air was still. But seeing Rachel there, lying ruined, discarded in the basement, that was a horror I could never have imagined. That other man I had found was involved in all this somehow. I knew it. But it was Norman, that traitorous son of a bitch, who had done the deed. Whatever was going on, he was the one who took Rachel away from me. I hated him for it more than I could possibly express, but that offered me no strength and no solace. Rachel was gone now, and I was too. Forever. As I swung open the door and stepped out into the air, I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. Yes, the thought of her again cold and inert, shook me from my head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would it would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The front lawn was soft and giving beneath my feet, and I couldn't shake the urge that I should stand there, but rather that I should run. Yeah, you killed a bunch of people, and I needed to run. Okay, story design. Ooh, okay, so that's ending. At least one of the endings. One other ending is to end it all. But I have no interest in such an ending. Okay, not bad. Simple enough. Man coped through everything. Although I did hell. How much did it get to my wife Nancy? Was your back? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. The end. Other games? I would play again, do. I just want to see where it sends me. Push play. Okay, never mind. On my head, where was it? Alright. Okay, that's fun enough. Don't think I'm doing another run too, so bye bye.